Now I am on the Wonder of the Seas, one of Royal Caribbean's biggest ships. Not the biggest anymore, it was at one point. Now I have an interior, what I consider interior stateroom.
Wait, what do you mean?
They're on the forward of decks 7 through 11, I believe, and they go deep in the forward of the ship. Let me show you a map real quick on how to get to your room. But when you come off the elevators, which are right here, you travel around, and instead of going that hallway or that hallway, you actually go right in the middle. So as you can see, I'm on deck 9, and I'm on 9442, which is right here. So you can either go the long way around or just go up, over, and in. But you see how they range in here. It's very tight.
Yes, you are tight like a tiger.
So I believe these hallways are even smaller than the other hallways. It's funny, in these hallways on the interior are actually smaller than the hallways where the balcony rooms are. I learned it the hard way coming in here with all the luggage out when we first boarded. So I can't measure, but if I put one hand, that's how big they are. And let's check out the hallway on the balcony side. So what I'm saying is, if you're claustrophobic, don't get an interior. Get one of those nice interiors down the hallways where the balconies are. So these, as you can see, there's a lot more room in these hallways. Also, most rooms on the ship have a couch. These tiny interiors do not. They just have a desk. So let's go check out the room if you haven't seen one already. So just a quick trip down, and we're at 9442. Now, as I walk in, really tight. I'm not used to cabins being this tight.
You know that's right.
So in this small doorway, it's very narrow. So if it's just 2 people, I think this would work great. I don't know, these rooms hold 4 or more. There's only 2 beds, and then this side you just have your hang-up storage and bottom. Now, as you spin around, the first thing you come across is your TV and desk area. Great size TV. And since you don't have a couch anywhere in this room, the TV does swivel out nicely so you can watch TV from your bed. So as we keep going around, you have your beds. Now, I did notice when my bed was together to make the king size bed, it really sunk in the middle. So that's something you might have to put up with or deal with this bed. I always found the beds on the balcony rooms and in the junior suites much nicer than the beds they have in here. But this is this is your whole space. Now, you do get a full-length mirror. How's it going? And just a desk. Very tight, very small. So I'm 5'9", and I can just put my hand flat on the ceiling. So it's not bad ceiling height, and the AC unit is right above the bed. Now, the plus side of an interior room, yes, there is a plus side. Your thermostat set to the lowest setting, this room gets to be like an icebox. It gets very, very cold. I am not used to that. I've been on 25 cruises, and the last time I was in an inside cabin was my first and second cruise back when I was in my teens. So I forgot how cold they get in here. And a lot of you don't know this. Back in the day, they used to slide your room bill under the door on the final night of the cruise. So there was always a gap underneath your door. Now, with everything being electronic, you just go to your account, there I am, and just click on your bill, and your billing information will be right there.
So you want to advise me?
My advice, if you see a discrepancy on your account, go down to guest services as soon as you can, preferably on a port day when everybody's off the ship. It's very empty down there. or in the morning time. Perfect time to go see them to dispute anything on your account that you don't approve. Now, as you can see, this is almost a brand new ship. I think it's about 2 years old. You only have the American 2 sockets, the British 1 socket, and 2 USB on your desk. And then the other power is over by your table, which you only have 1 US 3-prong and 1 British. That's why I recommend getting a Euro plug. So my Euro plug is adaptable. When I got to the room, I had to figure out which male end I had to insert, so I can just switch them out depending on where I'm traveling to. So I highly recommend getting an adjustable Euro adapter. Now, the moment you've been waiting for.
I don't think we have been.
The bathroom. These bathrooms on these interior rooms are actually much smaller than the ones on the balcony staterooms. So let me get in it first just to show you in real time. So this is me standing next to the sink area. I don't have the camera pointing down, but here's the glass door, and here's the thing. On balcony rooms, I have a lot more room to work in here. It's kind of actually hard to dry off in your shower because it's so small. But you do get some shelves. You get you get 3 shelves on one side, and there's no vanity or anything that pops out from the mirrors. And you do have a nice shower. The shower is kind of weird because water does come out the bottom. So if you have the pressure on too high, could be a problem. You're gonna flood everything. But another problem with the shower, it wants to close on you, and closes pretty hard. So in the shower, no, it's not really sound tight. But I'm a big guy, and I do have room to work. So I got that going for me, which is nice. So also you have a nice shower wand, and if you don't use your magnetic hooks to hang your loofahs from the ceiling, you need to get some magnetic hooks. Also, if you're traveling with 4 or more, highly recommend a mesh hanging bag, and you can use your magnetic hooks on the ceiling in here to hold the bag. Gives you a lot more room. Now, sitting on the throne, you're almost like in a camper bathroom, if you know what that means. So there's not much elbow room when you're sitting down doing your business. But this bathroom has a perk that not many bathrooms have on this ship, and I'll show you that perk right now. So as you can see, the one perk of this bathroom, you don't have to miss any programs you're watching because it's perfect right from the commode. If you don't believe me, I'm going to spin you around. Are you ready? Just so you know, very, very thin 1-ply, but I think you need that for a cruise ship for the pipes. So these pipes can stay clean.
These pipes are clean!
So there you have it. There's a tour of probably the smallest room I've ever been on a cruise ship after 24 cruises. You know, if you're wondering, the reason I got this room in particular was because it's a casino comp. So it was a free cruise. Well, basically it's a free cruise. I paid for taxes and port fees, which was about $320 for this cruise, 4 nights on Wonder of the Seas. So I'll take an inside room just to have fun on Wonder of the Seas. But yep, that's gonna do it for this episode. All right, thanks for watching Taborland. It's my newest channel. I'm gonna transform what channel was on thrifting and curb finds, and I'm gonna position it to cruising content. So if you like cruising content, please subscribe. I'm gonna have a lot of shorts, and I'm cruising again in December. This is now October. Cruising again in December, and then I'm cruising in May of next year to Greece. So that'll be a fun cruise. I'd like to bring you along with me, so please like and subscribe. See you on the next one.